Comment ça va son femme?
On va manquer la vieux.
Qu'est-ce qui vous fait rire, madame?
They made it clear that I was different, unusual, strange. Also, a lot of it is about choice.
Get me mad, you're gonna make me lose the plot.
And violence. Aim is to reduce the patient's risk to a level where one day they can be safely discharged.
Hi guys, this is Hollywood Healthcare, your trusted source of information about celebrities, famous people in history, and their health journeys. We are trying our best to collect and analyze all the data to give you the best content about celebrities and their health. So please, be kind to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. It would help a lot in developing and improving our content. Now, let's start. Today's topic is pretty serious. Celebrities who had or have schizophrenia. This is a mental disorder that affects a person's perception, thoughts, mood, and behavior. It's a terrible disease. And here are some key points about schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a chronic and severe mental disorder that affects about 1% of the population worldwide. The onset of schizophrenia typically occurs in the late teenage years or early adulthood. The exact cause of schizophrenia is unknown, but it is believed to be a combination of genetic, environmental, and brain chemistry factors. Symptoms of schizophrenia are described in terms of positive, negative, and cognitive symptoms. Positive symptoms include hallucinations, typically hearing voices, delusions, and disorganized thinking. Negative symptoms include social withdrawal, decreased emotional expression, and apathy. Cognitive symptoms include problems with memory, attention, and decision-making. Schizophrenia can be extremely disruptive to a person's life, making it hard to go to school or work, keep a schedule, socialize, complete daily tasks, or take care of oneself. There is no objective diagnostic test for schizophrenia, and diagnosis is based on a clinical evaluation of symptoms and history. Treatment for schizophrenia typically involves a combination of medication, therapy, and social support. With consistent treatment, people with schizophrenia can manage the disease and lead fulfilling lives. In conclusion, schizophrenia is a serious mental disorder that affects a person's perception, thoughts, mood, and behavior. While the exact cause of schizophrenia is unknown, there are effective treatments available to help manage the symptoms and improve quality of life. So today, I will tell you about the 10 bravest people who did not let this dangerous disease prevent them from becoming successful in their field and living a happy and fulfilling life. And the first one is Aaron Carter. The former teen pop star, rapper, and dancer has been diagnosed with schizophrenia. He has been open about his struggles with mental illness and is on several medications to manage his symptoms. The second one is Zelda Fitzgerald, the wife of famous author Scott Fitzgerald. Zelda was diagnosed with schizophrenia in the 1930s. She was a talented writer and an artist in her own right, but her mental illness led to her being institutionalized for much of her life. Daryl Hammond. This Saturday Night Live actor turned announcer has struggled with drugs, alcohol, and self-cutting, stemming from childhood trauma. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and maniac depression as a child, but now he rejects that diagnosis. Lionel Eldridge, a former defensive end for the Green Bay Packers. Eldridge was diagnosed with schizophrenia in the 1970s. He went on to become an advocate for mental health awareness and wrote the book about his experiences. 5. Betty Page. The famous pin-up model was diagnosed with schizophrenia in the 1970s. She spent several years in a mental institution before being released and living out the rest of her life in seclusion. 6. John Nash Jr., a Nobel Prize-winning mathematician. Nash was diagnosed with schizophrenia in his 30s. His life was the subject of the movie A Beautiful Mind, which portrayed his struggles with the illness. Edward Einstein, the son of Albert Einstein. Edward was diagnosed with schizophrenia in his 20s. He spent much of his life in psychiatric hospitals and was eventually released into the care of his mother. Vincent van Gogh, the famous post-impressionist Dutch painter, is believed by some experts to have had schizophrenia. His work is still celebrated and adored today. Veronica Lake, the Hollywood actress known for her roles in film noir classics like The Gun for Hire, was diagnosed with schizophrenia in the 1950s. She struggled with the illness for the rest of her life. 10 and the last in our list, Clara Bow. The silent film star, known as the It Girl, was diagnosed with schizophrenia in the 1940s. She spent several years in a mental institution before being released and living out the rest of her life in seclusion. These famous people with schizophrenia have faced many challenges in their lives, but they have also accomplished amazing things. Some have become advocates for mental health awareness, while others have left behind legacies of artistic and scientific achievement. Their stories serve as an inspiration and a reminder that mental illness does not define a person. Thanks for watching today's episode of Hollywood Healthcare. Stay tuned for more content. Take care, goodbye. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like buttons.